I am a degenerate poker player living in Las Vegas, gambling, and enjoying life as much as possible. I can't say that it's been difficult to transform into this lifestyle. It's fun. You get to do what you want to do. You get to go to work when you want to go to work. There's no boss, and that's really what I think everybody aspires to have, is to work for yourself and do what you want to do when you want to do it. So it's not a hard transformation at all. It's actually a really enjoyable one. I think that it wasn't just that tournament that helped with future tournaments. I think that anytime you play poker in any tournament or any live game or whatever, you learn every single time you play. And so yes, I learned a lot from last year. I was very patient, and a lot of times where it was a close decision whether or not to move in or fold, I leaned towards folding because I just wanted to survive and get as deep as I could. And so, I'll remember that going into this year. You can fold. Folding is an option. I just want to play as good as I can and do as well as I can. I want to have a deep run. I want to play good, and I don't care what the outcome is. As long as I play good, I'm happy. Yesterday I made a couple of bad plays which I wasn't happy with, and as long as I play good, I don't care what happens. You know what? I can't lie. For me, it's more about the money. I mean, money makes life a lot easier, and so if I could pick between the money or the title, I would take the money all day. Granted, it's nice to have the title and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I'll take the money over the title. That's a different situation, but if you said you can have $8 million to be world champion, I would take the $8 million all day. No, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it probably gets me more action. So during the day when I'm playing in the tournament, I'm always prop betting on the side, and I've done pretty well every day. And if I could prop bet for the rest of my life, I would rather prop bet than play poker for sure. It's just so fun to bet on human nature and what you're capable of doing. So I like prop bets a lot. I've been a gambler, so I started betting on the side and whatnot, and then some people came to us and said, "You guys should have a TV show where you walk around and make bets on everything." Phil and I were like, "Okay, you don't have to twist our arm, And they made it happen, and that was it. It was called I Bet You, and it was on for 3 seasons, 2 seasons. 1 season didn't air, and then since then I've been kind of known as the prop betting guy, and yeah, I'll make a bet on anything. Well, there has to be a chance of losing, of course, because if it's just 100%, it doesn't make it interesting. So I also like bets with people, because you don't know how people react to certain things. And so any bet where it involves someone else is always a good bet on what somebody else thinks. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game Lodden Thinks, but that's one of my favorite games that Phil and I created about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And it's great to bet on what somebody else thinks of any random question. You can be anywhere, you don't need any props, you just come up with any random question and you just bet on what somebody else thinks. So it's really about reading that person. And so that's always fun. Well, the money obviously makes a difference. When I play Lodden Thinks, I'd like to play for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 a question, but a lot of people won't play for more than $100, $200 a question. But also winning is fun, and beating your friends is even more fun. And so when I play with my friends, it's really more about punishing them versus the money. Well, it all depends on how confident you are on something. Yesterday, I made a prop bet with a guy. We did a Lodden Thinks, where at the soccer game in South Africa, Germany versus Spain, what percent of Phil Hellmuth believed that the crowd knew him, that knew the name Phil Hellmuth? So the bet was, what percent of the audience, of the crowd at the stadium, do you think know the name Phil Hellmuth? And he said something around 6 or 7%. And I thought that was low, because poker is really popular in Germany. And then I offered the guy a bet on the real answer. What would Phil Hellmuth actually think? And the line was 20%. And I took the over, and we bet a decent amount of money. And so I texted Phil Hellmuth and I said, what percent of you believes? What do you think the percent of the crowd at the stadium knows who you are? And his answer was 27%. So I won that bet. That was kind of nice. All right. Let's see. I have to warm up.
Yep.
All right. Pick out a card for me. Anyone you want. I'm just kidding. Just take one out.
Yep. I won't show you.
No, don't let me see it. Take it out. Look at it.
Yep.
Right, they're all different, right?
Yep.
Okay. Put it anywhere you like. Fair enough?
Yep.
Okay, just think of your card.
Yep.
My phone.
Yep.
There's a message for you. This is your deck?
Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Antonio.
Pleasure.